Do not change your settings. I am currently set at potato to make this stupid thing work. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to AvidCat Studios. I am your host, StormChild. Don't worry, it gets more confusing if you start to look into that. What's up? It's 2023. There's 10 unwritten rules of gaming that everyone knows. Do you know them? I don't know them. I probably do. Let's find out. Let's see how this thing goes. By the way, this is WhatCultureGaming.com. They have a myriad of like different channels and other things. Their main channel, WhatCulture, mainly deals with like television shows, movies, and all that kinds of whatnot. This one, obviously, gaming. So that's what we're checking in today. They put out top 10 lists every single day, and sometimes multiple times a day. It's honestly kind of nauseating how many times they've done it. WhatCulture.com has devolved into being like Watch Mojo, but with like weirdly better quality. It's kind of confusing. That said, we're going to get started with this thing. This is Jess McDonald.
Oversaturated medium. There are
there's way too many games.
Come to understand about your preferred playstyle, series, or history with
games.
I'm betting
Let's
you'll
get
be
into
on
it.
board
Come
with
on.
a bunch of gaming everyone knows.
Do you know these rules? Because I don't know these rules, even though I'm supposed to know these rules. Let's find out.
Number 10. Go the wrong way first.
Absolutely. Always go the wrong way first, because most games, especially like when you grow up with like Mario and shit, you start off, you have to go from the left to the right, or whatever you have to do. But everybody wants to go, what's to the left? What's to the left? It's the mystery of the unknown that keeps us going. And that is why you look behind you. What the hell am I rambling about?
Gamers who just want to mainline the central story until they hit the end credits can ignore this one. But for the rest of us, especially the completionists among us, well, no, you always go the wrong way first. Because that's where you'll find your collectibles, the best loot, upgrades, and treasure.
Not always. Sometimes it's just a secret, thing that says, hey, you turn behind you. Congratulations. Or you get the coward ending. Who knows?
Not to mention hidden side quests and gear that you might otherwise miss. For
True,
completionists,
but it's usually not essential to the plot.
Video games than realizing you accidentally went the right way and now you can't get back to that extra corridor you skipped or the chest you spied through a gated off area. 8. The meaning of nonverbal communication.
Most humans, we tend to talk with our hands and our bodily functions more than bodily functions. That doesn't sound right.
Of course, you need to be able to detect the nuances. For example, jumping means yes, follow me, or thanks, depending on context.
Absolutely.
If you see someone dancing, it is your responsibility to dance with them.
Well, basically, any move that you're doing that somebody else is doing, it's like, okay, cool. Like, he's dancing like an idiot. Let's dance like an idiot too.
Crouching over a body when you have just killed somebody means, well, you know what that means. Number 7, be a hoarder.
I hoard everything in games, like everything. I love Stardew, but at the same time, I hold everything, and then like the game starts to get like a little glitchy because I hold everything. Especially this game.
In the world, there are
this game was notorious for that.
Potion, elixir, grenade, and item, telling themselves they shouldn't use.
If you can take it and it's still green, then I'm gonna take it, bro.
Use it now because they'll surely need it later. Number 6.
I always said on the game I never
played.
played.
Arena, save. Assuming your video game.
Oh, as soon as it used to be as bad as like when I used to play Max Payne back in the day. Yeah, no, if I turned a corner, I would save. If I shot a guy, I would save. Like, I scum save all the time. I'm not ashamed of that.
Game of choice lets you manually save. You're gonna want to do that as soon as you see a round room with a bunch of chests.
That game looks fun, man.
Positions.
That game is super dope.
Then you aren't trapped in there with them. They're trapped in there with you. Number 5.
You know who also famously said that was in The Watchmen, and it was one of them.
If a character says they've got a bad feeling about anything, save. An addendum to our last entry that is used.
Save a lot.
Great. Number 4. Always check for fall damage.
I don't know if you always check for fall damage, but let's face it, you see a cliff and you can get over there and you have a jump button, you're gonna do it.
I wonder if this game has fall damage is an important utterance that will
Holy
be
shit, he fell all that way? I've played the game so many times, but I try not to jump over things.
Anybody booting up a new action adventure, RPG,
Yay.
or open world game. Assassin's Creed, for example, where you'll be doing a
There's way too many of those. And obviously that's Ubisoft's fault.
Lot of admittedly
or the people in charge of Ubisoft.
Courage falling into soft and conveniently
That looks terrifying.
Big deal, as you'll get to a point where you're immune to fall damage.
So I hate when it does this like desynchronization crap. Just like, let me play the fucking game, man. He's like, oh, he wouldn't have died. No, or he wouldn't have stabbed this guy. No, and stop making him fucking annoying.
Naturally, if you're me and listen to that last point, you'll be saving before you jump off that cliff, and saving when you hit the ground, and during, if the game allows.
Facts.
Number 3, if no one sees you stealing.
It's not no, it's still stealing. It's still stealing. But if no one can see you do it, because some games they have like it's still locked out as red and you can't sell it to certain merchants, and you're like, but I stole so much of this, and you got to find like somebody else who'll do it, or you just got to drop it.
It's not
sucks.
stealing. Games that punish you for stealing when no one even saw you do it.
Yeah, I'm looking at, yeah, this game, yeah, it does that shit all the time. You're like, shut up, no one saw me. You lost karma. Fuck you.
Are unfair. Is that a wild generalization? Sure. But who exactly are you hurting when you ransack peasants' only belongings? I mean, you've got a whole world to save.
In a video game, I don't find stealing to be that wrong. In real life, I find it to be absolutely wrong. If you can't pay for it or whatever, don't fucking steal it. But at the same time, it shouldn't be like overpriced, or, you know, there's a myriad of reasons why not to do it. If it has bullets in there, all those bullets are mine, dude.
Don't kill the chicken.
Especially in a Zelda game, dude. Like,
gamers only have to face the retribution of invulnerable multiplying murder chicken and keep the sharp objects
there's a giant golden
away
chicken.
from the
I've never actually played Gears of War. I've seen other people play it, and it looks really fun. I like cover shooters.
Poultry. I ran into this the other day when I was playing Assassin's Creed Origins, and I was happily taking out hippos and crocodiles, but I saw a chicken and something in my gamer brain said, this might not be a gamer rule everyone knows, but if you know, you really know. And
if you know, then you know. I can't say the last part.
Number 1, the clues to a second stage boss fight. The cooler a boss...
Yeah. I follow Dragon Ball Z rules. Every time I fight a boss, there's always another stage or something. And if it's a Dark Souls one, there's always a second phase. Absolutely.
Games are already pretty across the frequency of multi-stage boss fights. But if a video game boss has a lot of foreshadowing, a special arena, a gorgeous design, or they crop up really late in the game.
And especially if it's like a final boss battle, you're looking at sometimes 3, 4, you know, phases.
All this means is that you're a few good hits away from a short cutscene that sees
never beat that game, but it's super fun.
Baddie lose their crap.
Well, it's super fun in the fact that you're just like, hey, can I get punched in the face again? Thank you. Can I get punched in the face? Thank you. I gotta go back to playing Bloodborne. I got as far as the Witches of Henwick. That was fun.
If you start to hear orchestral music start to swell in the background, if that happens,
fair enough.
Look for cover and just consider using one of those expensive buff potions. Just this.
Ah, she wrote this one. Awesome. Yes, I know how to actually do my computer. For some weird reason, this is like, it's slowing it down, recording this like this, but whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Go check this channel out if you've never, watched any of their videos. Again, Jess is really good. Jules is really good. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Stay safe, guys. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Why the hell am I saying that?